Let's get some business news now and bring in Ed Boyd. Ed, good morning to you. The February inflation numbers are being released this morning. Economists are predicting inflation will rise slightly during the month.
Yeah, it's because of services price inflation, Pete. That's the thing that Governor Bullock has talked about at her press conference last week. It's things like rents that are still increasing pretty significantly for Australians. We know prices at the supermarket are gradually coming down, but there's other things in the economy that are still going up. We're still seeing petrol prices be particularly high. It's pushing up the cost of transport. So today's monthly inflation indicator for February is expected to come in at an annual rate of 3.5%. January it was 3.4%, so a slight increase, basically staying the same, just a little bit higher. So hopefully we'll start to see inflation ease off in the next few months, but we're not going to get that reading today, unfortunately.
All right, Ed, tomorrow the retail sales figures are out. Sales expected to jump 0.4%.
0.4%, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when Aussies are spending about $35 billion a month, 0.4% does actually make a difference. So we saw spending drop quite a bit in December, but it's slowly recovering. So these figures are for the month of February. They go hand in hand with the inflation numbers. We have, more people spending money in retail, it pushes up inflation. They go together. So we kind of want to see retail sales spending be muted to bring down inflation, and we're probably not going to get that tomorrow. So some pretty big figures coming up for the Bureau of Statistics this week, which are going to have implications for the RBA's next board meeting, which isn't until the start of May, 6 weeks away.
Okay, Ed, the stock market closing for the Easter holidays, that means the last trading day of the quarter is tomorrow. So could we see, and how does history work here? Are there big shifts in prices, big movements? How does it go?
Look, it's a kind of a weird one. Sometimes you see some big share price fluctuations on the last day of the quarter because there are big institutions that want to rebalance their equity portfolios. So it might involve selling a whole bunch of shares in the infrastructure sector and buying a lot of shares in the banking or finance sector, for example. So sometimes you see some big shifts in prices. The other thing at the same time, Pete, is the ASX 200 is about 20 points off its all-time high. So we could see it go through that point today or potentially tomorrow. So we could see another big record for the ASX to finish off this week and cap off the end of Q1.
We shall see. Edward Boyd, good to see you as always.